Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another PBR on US Cowboy recap. And we are covering all of the action from Milwaukee, our fifth event already of the season on the Unleash the Beast Tour. So although it may not feel like it, after this next weekend in Tampa, we'll be a third of the way through the season. 3 more weeks after that, we're halfway there. So these world standings, these races, they are starting to take a little bit more shape, and they will continue to take more and more shape. And like I said, by end of February, middle of February, we'll be going, heck, we're halfway through this season already. So without further ado, let's get into what happened in Milwaukee. And in our fifth event of the year, we have our first repeat winner of the year, and that is Dalton Kasel, Mr. 90 points, living up to the name. He is 3 for 3, one of 3 guys to go a perfect 3 for 3. And for the second weekend in a row, Lights Out is the bull that helps deliver a close victory. Last weekend, it was Sage Kimzey, 92.05 points on that bull. This weekend, Dalton Kasel, highest marked ride of the UTB season, 92.55 points on Lights Out. He needed pretty much every single one of them because Koltin Hevalow was second in the event. He was 90.15 in that short round, and so the way it shook out, Dalton Kasel, 264.75. Koltin Hevalow, 263.65. Both of them rode every single bull for at least 85 points. Like I mentioned, they were 2 of the 3 guys who went 3 for 3. The other being Alex Cerqueira, his best finish of the year, 3rd in this event in Milwaukee. It was also Koltin Hevalow's best finish of the year, 2nd in the event. He has never won a UTB, or excuse me, won Salt Lake City, but he's got a bunch of 2nd and 3rd place finishes since his one Unleash the Beast win. And so what does that do now? Like I said, Dalton Kasel, our first repeat winner of the season. He is not quite number 1 yet, though. Julio Cesar Marquez, still number 1. 279 to 277 in overall points this year. And if you are wondering why Dalton Kasel, a guy who has won 2 events, is trailing Julio Cesar Marquez, who has not won a single event, it's because Julio Cesar Marquez has multiple second place finishes. He has made the short round in every single rodeo, every single event he has been to this year on the Unleash the Beast Tour. No different this year. 2 for 3 on the weekend, 4th in the event, so that gives him 2 seconds and a 4th. Dalton Kasel won Manchester, but has not made a championship round in any event he has not won. So it is win or bust for Dalton Kasel. Meanwhile, Julio Cesar Marquez, like I said, 2 for 3 on the weekend, 4th in the event, 9 for 13 on the year, and leads the top 10 in average score at 87.11, and also leads all of the top 10 bull riders in riding percentage as well. He is 9 for 13 on the year. Kasel right behind him at 8 for 12. And so, what does this set up with Dalton Kasel surging this weekend? Like I said, we are slowly starting to take shape in these world title races, figuring out what's going on, what's going to happen. But we now have a really intriguing top 6 with ties, because we've got Julio Cesar Marquez at number 1, Dalton Kasel at number 2. Then we go Marco Rizzo, Sage Kimzey, Brady Fielder, and then tied for 6th, Caden Loud and John Crimmer. So things setting up to be a really interesting race. And there are some other guys looming, of course. Some of those other guys I'm going to mention, guys who rode 1 bull this weekend, but it was a big ride for all of them. Hudson Bolton, the reigning rookie of the year, the guy who was 2nd in the World Finals to Jose Vitor Leme last year. He won round 1, 89.5 points on Ghost Ship Warrior. That is the best ride of his UTB career. Remember, this is a UTB career that began with him finishing in the top 10 in the world standings in the PBR 1 year ago. Speaking of Jose Vitor Leme, 88.45 in round 1. He would go on to make the short round, but only ride one bull, like I said. However, it was a much needed one bull because he bucked off his first 5 of the UTB season. So Jose Vitor Leme, 1 for 3 on the weekend, but 1 for 3 better than 0 for 3, and 1 for 3 much better when you ride one for 88.45 points and take third in round 1. Lastly, Jess Lockwood. Some timely bull riding for him. He made his season debut in New York City. He won round 3 there. He was 89 and change on that ride, so he's 1 for 4 on the weekend. This weekend, same type of deal, 1 for 3, but he wins round 2. So it is the second straight week. He has only ridden one bull, but that one bull ends in a round win. So things trending in the right direction for Jess Lockwood. If he can just stay on a couple more each event, if he can go 2 for 3, he's in a really, really good position. We saw a similar thing with him in teams when he came back this year. He was a little slow to get going, but once he got going, he proved he can still rip off 3 or 4 in a row when needed, because again, he bucked off a bunch to start and then still ended up riding 45% on teams en route to that Carolina Cowboy PBR Teams Championship. So we are on to Tampa next week, and we will continue to set the stage. Like I said, we are a third of the way through the season after this coming weekend as we go down to Florida all over. So we got our first warm weather event of the year. We've been to New Hampshire, we've been to Chicago, we've been to Boston, been to New York, been to Milwaukee. Saw Jose Vitor Leme post him the snow out in Pfizer for him. We are going down to sunny Tampa, Florida for this next event, our 6th of the year in Unleash the Beast. We will be here to preview it. We'll be here to recap it. And if you like pro rodeo, in addition to the PBR, our first episode of the year of No Huddle Rodeo is this week as well. So plenty of content coming. Fort Worth and pro rodeo coming up. We just wrapped up Sand Hills, got the National Western. A lot happening in pro rodeo, a lot happening on PBR Unleash the Beast, and we will have it all on social, online, on YouTube, wherever you can find any of this content. We are here for you on US Cowboys. So give this video a like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Until then, we will be back previewing Tampa later in the week, recamping Tampa next week, and of course, all of the pro rodeo content in between as well. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you many, many times for the rest of the week. But if you're just watching our PBR recaps, we will see you next Monday for all things Tampa, Florida. We'll see you then.